In this video is your Spiritual Awakening card reading. So this is particularly helpful for anyone on the spiritual pathway, anyone going through spiritual awakening or aiming to go through that ascension process. I've got my cards ready. You'll be able to pick card 1, 2 or 3 to get your personal message. So this is really going to let you know what you want to be looking out for over the next month, what may be coming up, what issues, what themes, what emotional things you're going to be clearing and working on, and of course what energies are going to be affecting you too. Let's get right into the reading. Hi, I'm Kelly from spiritualawakeningsigns.com, and I'm looking forward to doing this reading for us today, especially as we're starting the new year, and we've just passed the 2/2/22 mark of this year, which is a huge energetic shift. So I'm interested to see what we've got coming up for us today. So first of all, always do a card that's for all of us. It's important to do a card for all of us so that we really know as a theme what's going on for all of us in spiritual awakening. How is this ascension process changing? How is it adjusting? That's what we're looking for right now. I can see lots of people have joined us live. Please do say hello, tell me who you are and where you're from, and of course tell me what card you feel like you'd like to choose. Hi Anne, I see Anne's joined us. Hello, great to see everyone, and Lola too. Hello. So let's see what card we've got for all of us. Oh, okay. Now, as I always say this may be backwards for you, just the way the camera goes, but this card is all about truth and honesty. It's a great card for spiritual awakening. Hi to Dee for joining us as well, thank you. Great to have you with us. So this card really is all about being truthful. It's very much about the throat chakra. So physically it could be highlighting physical issues that you have with the throat chakra. It could be maybe there's recurrent themes that tend to come up around your health there. But really, if we're talking more about energy, which is what usually affects it anyway, it's most likely about speaking your truth. It's about clear communication. It's about really being able to say what you feel, being honest about your opinions, about your beliefs, and standing up for what your truth is, what's right for you. So what this card tells me is that we're really going through an ascension globally. All of us are really having this wake-up call. That's really what it's all about. You can see the way the light is in this card. It's like new morning light. It's a new dawn, new energy, and it's about new perspectives. So things are really starting to shift in a way that maybe things that we haven't wanted to look at, maybe things that we have wanted to deny, maybe things that have been hidden from us, it's all going to start coming up to the surface in our lives and in our awareness, and we're going to become a lot more aware of what's going on spiritually, which is a really powerful energy to be in. So make sure that you are kind to yourself as this process kind of unveils itself, and make sure that you are open to the truth. And if you allow that in your life, your awakening will absolutely bring that to the forefront. It can be very powerful and it can change a lot of things for the better. Okay, so that's the card we had for everyone. So let's get into the cards for you. So I want you to choose, is it card 1, 2 or 3? And you always choose the first one that pops into your head. The soul speaks first, the mind second. So if you have the first number and then something else pops in there, ignore, go with the first number, okay? And let me know as well, what card are you choosing today? Is it card 1, 2 or 3? Do let us know. Oh, card number 1, your card has jumped out of the deck. I didn't even have to shuffle. Okay, this is a great card to get at the beginning of the year, which is where we're at now. Of course, you could be watching it any time. What this tells me is we've got a fresh start. We've got, again, leading on from the first card that we had, we've got a bit of that new beginning energy, which is always really great. It's about cleansing, it's about clearing out, kind of like a spring clean for your energy system. And of course that might be happening in your life. Maybe there are things that are old and outdated that have been cleared away, or you're currently in the process of that, and you're really moving into this clearer, healthier, happier energy. It's very much the energy of springtime, and it's also the energy of taking a step back, taking a moment to have that deep breath, to take a breath, to review everything that's going on. And it's also very much about positive outlook. So this card tells me if it's coming up in your life, you're definitely in a fresh start moment. You're in an energy where It's a great time to start new projects. Anything that's been meaningful to you, anything that you keep putting on the back burner, it's a great time to start this because your energy's in a place where it's all moving forward and it's all positive. There's a free flow of energy moving forward. The blocks are gone. That's really the message that we're getting. So if there's something you've wanted to move forward in and you've felt held back, the blocks are gone. This is a great time to move forward. And there are a few other things in this card that I notice. One is that this angel has a basket, and that tells me that, you know, you're being provided for. So if you're worried about how you're going to manage, maybe it's financially, maybe it's just about all the different needs that we have in living our daily lives and trying to manage, you know, putting food on the table and making sure you have a comfortable home, all these things, it's really a good indicator that you will be provided for, and that any endeavour that you step into right now will be fruitful, would be the best term to use. You know, there's going to be plenty of abundance coming your way as a result of that. And also, and this isn't a message that necessarily will stick for everyone, but there is an energy of children around this card. So if that's something that you've been wanting to move towards, maybe you want to have children, maybe you're concerned about some children in your life, it doesn't have to be your own children. This tells me that everything's okay, and the fact that this angel has her hand just over the top of that child's head is just a protection. It's moving forward, it's safety, and everything's okay. So if you've got any concerns like that, if you can take that message, just know that everything's okay and they're being cared for and provided for. Okay, fantastic. And do let me know, as always, if these cards resonate, if there's anything in them that you feel, yeah, that's me, I resonate with that, do let us know. It's always great to get that confirmation in it, and I think it gives everyone else confidence too in their messages. So, card number 2, if that's the card that you chose, let's see what message is for you today. Here we go. Okay, oh, a lovely card. This is a lovely card. Okay, card number 2. Whatever you're worrying about, whatever's stressing you out, whatever's hanging on your mind, that maybe you're concerned about things, maybe you're worried about how things are going to turn out, this is the best card you could get. Everything's going to be okay. There's nothing to worry about is the message in this card. It is that everything is being divinely guided, it's being taken care of, it is being overseen by your guides, by the angels, by the universal energies, whatever term you use and you lean upon, you're being cared for and supported. Now, it's important to note that as we look at this card, there's lots of different aspects to it. If you can hear noise, we've got a lot going on today in Scotland, but it's a very stormy day and we've got construction works going on nearby, so spirituality prevails regardless. In this card, I noticed that you see there's a world, there's the planet behind this angel, which lets me know that really this is in a larger sense in your life. It's not just about the smaller things that you might be worrying about, it's everything's going to be okay. So that tells me you might be worrying about more than perhaps is necessary, or it may tell me that you've just got a lot on your mind. This really says that everything's going to be okay. And of course we've got a lovely dove in the image as well, which is peace, peacefulness. Everything's going to be okay, and you can relax knowing that it is going to be okay. And of course we've got this higher force in the card as well, so you'll see above that angel's head there's this fantastic kind of sacred geometry symbol. It's all the energy, it's the energy of the universe, of above, of this spiritual guidance and support that is there for you. And of course this angel has his hand over his heart. There is care there for you, there is comfort there for you. Please know that you're being taken care of and guided by these higher energies that you can lean upon. So know that they're there. Everything's going to be okay. And I also sense that there could be, it's not just worries, there could even be depression. This kind of swirling image towards the bottom is bringing up ideas for me of, when you really swirl in a pit of despair, when you're really feeling incredibly low. So please know that it's time to lift your energies up, that you're being supported for your energies being lifted up, and just keep reminding yourself that mantra. Everything's going to be okay, because it is. Okay, fantastic card to get. I see that Annie says, I chose number 1 and it resonated for sure. Thank you. You're very welcome, Annie. It's always great to get messages. It really does help in your life and in your awakening. So card number 3, if you chose that card, let's see what is for you, what you need to watch out for, what energies are shifting for you at this time. Let's see. This one's taking just a bit longer to work its way through. I feel this might be a slightly heavier energy that we're working with, a bigger shift. Oh, there we go. Oh, and it jumped. So we know. Okay. This card is all about direction. So I feel that if you have chosen this card, card number 3, if that's the card for you, this is a time where you're starting to look at what it is you really want in your life. And if you aren't doing that, it's time to take a look. What do you really want in your life? This card is all lovely flowers and plants. What do you want to plant? What seeds do you want to plant so that something will grow? What is it that you want to put your heart and soul into? And, you know, really see something blossom. What would that be for you? This is the time to start deciding what it is that you want in your life, what's important to you. And I also feel that the more you can make these decisions, the more that you're going to find there's vibrancy in your life, there is joy in your life, the energy is going to lift in such a big way. So actually for your spiritual awakening and ascension, it's a positive thing for you to start making decisions. And this card also tells me the outlook is really positive. You're not going to make the wrong decision. You're being guided, you're being supported. Your decisions are going to, the energy that's coming through is it's really about aligning you with not just your life purpose, but who you authentically are, really expressing who you are, showing people who you are and being at ease with who you are. And that's what all this wonderful colourfulness comes through. It's about, you know, what's your personality, what is your soul, and how can you connect and align more deeply with that to express that in this earthly plane. I feel like this is a really pivotal time for you, and I feel like really good things are coming when you start to make decisions. You have to stop being stuck in this place where you just don't choose anything. That's keeping you in a negative energy that's kind of holding your awakening down. And I know it's always easier said than done. Sometimes it can be challenging to make a decision, but the energy I'm getting from this card is that you're going to be guided, you're going to be nudged. So watch out for those signs, watch out for anything that maybe just lets that path unfold for you and you find yourself in a really joyous path, because things are just ready to move. We've got some really big shifts at this time. And also what I'm finding from this card is that it's really about deciding what it is that you really want. When you decide, you're going to find that your manifesting ability improves as well. So like I said before about the path opening up for you, you're going to find when you decide what it is that you really want, the universe and all those other wonderful heightened energies are going to kind of really assist you and let that path unfold before you. They're going to assist you in aligning with that, because it's who you really are. The more you can align with what it is that you really want, if you take away everything else, what it is that you really want and what's important to you in life, what are your values, what do you want to see in your life? When you decide that, you're going to find your manifesting ability improves in a really big way. Lots of positive shifts. So that's our card reading for this week. Now, there's a lot of healing that's come up throughout these different cards, a lot of shifts. If you're looking to get into some emotional healing, because that will really help you move forward in your awakening, the more you can clear those negative energies, the better it will get. We actually have a free course that will show you exactly what you need to do to clear that. You'll find it the link below. It's called Ascension Aid, and it really will make a big difference. It'll show you exactly what you need to do, and it will guide you through the process. And of course, if you liked this particular card reading, this is an angel card reading, and your angels are always there with guidance for you. We have a free masterclass as well. I've got the link below. 11 signs your angels are trying to contact you, because quite often they are, and we don't really pick up on those symbols. So check that out as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and remember that you can click below to be notified whenever we go live. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, because we've got lots more great videos to come. Have a great day. Bye.